you know, nobody makes lift kits for 71 Mustangs for some reason. I don't know. I wound up with a 71 Mach 1 4-speed car, which I'd put a lot of money into to race cross country, but I didn't get to make the race. I had this book I was writing and had old muscle cars in it, you know, kind of like Mad Max type stuff, but not quite so extreme. It's post-apocalyptic, but only a few months in the future, not, you know, 50 years in the future. So I decided to build this Mustang to promote the books, basically, and I had a pretty good platform because everything that makes it go or stop was brand spanking new. But the car was still a rust bucket, and I didn't feel bad about chopping up an original 4-speed Mach 1. So that's how the Zombie Road Mustang came about, man. We just lifted it and got 20-inch rims on it. I think the tires are 32 or 33 inches tall. Had to build a lift kit because, you know, nobody makes lift kits for 71 Mustangs for some reason. I don't know. You know, you can buy them for everything else. But we made a lift kit for it, put an exoskeleton on it. I take it to conventions, and it always draws a crowd. Now, as a writer, one thing that really sucks about going to a convention is you sit there at your booth, and you have your books out, you know, and it's like, I'm a writer, buy my book, and people just walk by. People just walk by, like, I don't want to read your book. They're there for, you know, see zombies or something. So I built the car, and we took it to the Walker Stalker last year. Oh my God, it was great, man. The car dudes wanted to talk about it. We'd pop the hood. The hood was up as much as it was down, and everybody wanted their picture taken with it. We had gun props. I got this big freaking chain gun. It's plastic, but I painted it up so it looks real. And it was just a lot of fun, man. It draws attention to what I was trying to do, and by the same token, I had fun building this car. Everywhere you go, you draw a crowd. At the gas stations, it's just, man, it's streetable, it's drivable, it's tagged and insured. I just built it like I had it in the books. The design is just, it's a zombie apocalypse. How would you have a car that gets around in the apocalypse? Because I don't like new cars. I didn't want to use them because they're all plastic and they break anyway, and there's nothing to weld to. And besides, if a sensor stopped working for some reason, how would you fix it? I mean, there's no garages to go to. So all my characters drive old muscle cars. If the checkbook's not an object, you can build a pretty nice car, you know, just go to Summit and get what you need, go to Ed's house and steal his Lamborghini, whatever, you know. So all my characters drive old muscle cars, Mad Max's type stuff, and they get around, and you put a cage on the outside so you can run down the undead if you need to. You got machine guns hanging off the exoskeleton so you can take out bad guys. I didn't go, you know, full out and make A-arms and everything, just wasn't in the budget really. It rides like crap, but basically it's just lifted, you know, about 4 to 5 inches all the way around. Then I took a Sawzall and cut out the wheel wells front and back so I could get the tires on it. It's got a skid plate up front, things like that. Side exhaust, Terlingua style. I actually have an extra Terlingua Rabbit I was gonna put in the grill. Just, you know, anybody knows what Terlingua is would get that, but nobody else would, so I didn't do it yet. I put the Claymore mine up front instead. At 65, she's kind of, you know, a little bit dangerous. Before I put the big tires on there, I just got a Cleveland with 4-barrel heads, whole 9 yards, been built. It's a mild build. I never had it top end. Speedometer doesn't work, but it'll go 100 mile an hour. Well, the diamond plate is actually just covering up giant rust holes, so it's kind of functional. The stickers are just, man, I got one from a Cannonball, one from a 2904. I got the Gas Monkey Garage sticker because, I mean, I know some of those haters out there, but I like Rollins, man. He does some pretty cool builds. When I go to the conventions, I have these panels that go over the windows and stuff. Right now, they're not on it because I'm driving it. I like to get an M60 and mount off the exoskeleton. So, like, if you're driving down the road and you see some bad hombres you got to take out, you just take them out. The fuel tank on the roof is actually from a Cannonball car, or a 2904 car. That car holds the world's record. It was a Lexus. That tank was in the trunk, and I didn't want to get rid of it, you know, but I didn't want to leave it in the Lexus either, so I took it and just mounted it on the roof of there for extra fuel for my blasting through the desert and whatever. You got to have extra fuel, you know. It's a rust bucket, man. It wasn't worth restoring. I can go out and buy one that's pristine for 25 grand. Why am I going to spend 50 grand on this and trying to restore it? So I haven't been pulled over in it yet. I say yet, but it's legal. It's insured, it's registered, you know, it's got brand new tires on it. everything works but the brake lights, and I can just flip my headlights on when I'm coming to a stop. But I'm gonna fix that. That's just, I'm sure it's a ground somewhere, you know. But other than that, man, she's 100%. Brand new motor. I still got the break-in oil in it. I've only got maybe 1,000 miles on it. It's an easy conversation starter. There's 3 books in the series so far. You know, I built a car for the books, just a promotion tool. But the books are doing really well, and I'm writing the next book in the series. You know, I've always wanted a Countach since I saw Cannonball Run back in the 80s with Burt Reynolds and Farrah Fawcett, and I've got that Farrah Fawcett poster hanging in my garage. I'm thinking, if I write a Countach into the books, then can I go buy one and use that as a tax write-off? You know, some accountant get a hold of me and let me know how I can do that.
Are you looking to buy your dream car? Premier Financial Services offers the flexibility of financing with the tax benefits of leasing. The PFS Simple Lease offers quick approvals and easy termination when you are ready for the next car. Visit our website and follow us for more.